Hi, welcome to Five Mantra. This is BL and Reddy. We are going to discuss about the pointers. Pointers are very important concept in C language, right? Okay, when you want to do any projects or any type of big thing in a C language, you have to use you have to manipulate with the pointers. Now we're going to discuss about pointers and how to use the pointers in a different ways and how to manipulate the pointers that we are going to discuss in these hours. Pointers, what is the pointer default value? This is an important one, right? So what is the default value? What is the need of the default value in a C language? You see that when you are working with the C language is a simple simple language which is used to develop different type of system level applications like device drivers or operating systems or something like games or anything you can develop. Okay, whenever we are working with the operating system or devices, we are accessing the memory locations, right? Once we access the memory location, if you have an address, any block address with your pointer, then directly you can access, no one can restrict that. But what is the problem here? It is, as a programmer, you will concentrate on your application, but sometimes if you are not mentioned default values, what it will do is it will access the operating system internals. Why? Because I'll explain. The important thing is random access memory. I have this, I'm assuming this one is a random access memory. This is the operating system area, and this area we called as a user area. Means your application will be saved, all application will be saved into this one, application 1, application 2, like. Okay, you have a C language application here, and here we have a one pointer variable is nothing but a PV, and this is the integer pointer and the star then over. Now you are not initialized anything, right? You are not initialized anything. Remember this important point. You are not initialized anything. But when you are not initialized, what it consists means one variable will be created, PV, and the PV holds what it will consist. Here confusion, right? But we have to understand the operating system and all. See that this C language is a simple language. It don't have a memory management. Means here you don't have any process or application which is do the memory management of your application and all. That is the big drawback of this C language. And the uninitialized problem is the big problem in a C language. What is uninitialized problem? Now I have a pointer variable. In that pointer variable I am not initialized anything. What value it consists means it consists previous program value. That value we called as a garbage. What is that? Garbage value. Garbage means which is not suitable, which is not useful for your application. Then this garbage value, if you consider for your application, what will happen? Then entirely your application may be sometimes crashed. Why? Because your application, this number have a only 100 something, like the memory will be this place, and this is the operating system area. Directly with the application you are changing this one, means your operating system never accept and your application will be crashed. This is the normal drawback of C language. So to avoid this, what we have to do? We have to initialize with the default values. Yes, if you see the default values, we have a different data types. We have in each data types have a different separate default value. Like I have an integer. What is the default value? 0. And I have a float. What is the default value? Means 0.0. And if it is a character, what you will get is a like single quotes, and it will give the null character, right? It will give the null character. And next one is if I do the string, then this is also null character. Then what about the pointer variable? If I have a pointer variable, what is the default value? Default value for pointer variable is nothing but a null. Default variable of the pointer variable is nothing but a null value. Null means nothing. Now if you see that what is the null value, you can get it. See, I'll write a null value in a C language, any editor, you have some help, okay? Just go with the F1, you will get some idea, okay? I think you don't have null. Otherwise, right click on this. So null is a pointer value, it is a pointer default value, and this definition is available in all allocate.h, mem.h, a standard definition, standard IO, standard library.h. Yeah, this is the simple explanation right now. What I'll do is I have to give a null value compulsory, right? Remember, you must give in a capital only, not in a small letters. Okay, that is important one, you have to remember. Okay, that must be capitals, right? Then only it will accept. This is the simple. Now shall I run? Now my program is executed, right? You don't have any error. So this is important one. In a C language, when you want to define, okay, null must be capital letter. It is a typed F1, right? It is a typed F1, right? This type was defined by externally into library functions, right? So whenever you want to use null, you have to write in a capital letters. We discussed something like okay, null is a default value of the pointer variable. You must do null assignment at declaration time only. If you are not done, you are not practicing right programming. Okay, now this is the one concept we completed, right? Next question, what is an array? Before going to that, okay, I want to work with the float also. I want to work with the double also. I want to work with the character also. For character address also, I want to hold with the help of pointer variable. And integer, already I worked with the integer. Now when you want to work with the integer, so you declared one integer pointer, right? Same way, when you want to work with the character, you have to define a character pointer. When you want to work with the double, you have to define a double pointer. Why? What is the need of this? Is if you see that any size is changed for pointer variable? No, everything is the same. Size is the same for all pointer variable. Remember, it is an important one. Either it is a character pointer, integer pointer, structure pointer, array pointer, pointer of pointer, or anything. The pointer size is same. Either 2 bytes or 4 bytes based on your operating system, right? Now pointer size is 2 bytes, I said. But what is the need to define integer pointer, float pointer, double pointer, structure pointer, and all? Yes. With the help of pointer, you're accessing that memory location, right? How much memory it has to be read, that is important one, right? I'll explain what is the problem here. Integer is the one I define a. Then when I say a holds the 2 bytes of memory, means it is everything will be saved into the 001010101 something like, okay, and the starting address will be held by your for example 2 3 4 5 6. This is your address. 2 3 4 5 6 your address. And now whenever you want to read your first it will get your starting address, and it will read bytes, zeros and ones, and it will print based on your formatting specifier. If it is an integer format specifier, you have to use float formatting specifier, you have to use. It is good, but I said, okay, one pointer variable is there. That pointer is nothing but an integer pointer, p, and p equal to address of a I given. So when I say star p, means it has to give this value, right? It has to dump this value. How it will do? How many bytes it has to be read? how it will be recognized. So for that we are restricting this pointer type and this variable type must be integer, then only that operation will be fulfilled by your compiler. Because of that, integer block addresses will be held by integer pointer, float block addresses will held by the float pointers. Like, okay, it is a simple one. Redirection operation is required, right? Indirectly I am accessing the data of the A with the help of pointer variable. Indirection operation, whenever I am using, it is need how much data I have to read from the memory. It's a 2 bytes or 4 bytes or 10 bytes or 8 bytes based on your data type, right? Because of that, pointer variable data type as well as your normal variable data type must be the same. So when you are doing other than like integer pointer, you assign float value address, then it will give the error. Remember this, it is not worked out. Your compiler will not follow. It means it will give the error, right? We have to understand the compiler based on our clarity on compiler. We have to write a program. By that, compiler will debug that application and it will generate the exe file. If you are violate this compiler's rule or language rules, then it won't, your application will not be compiled. That is a big thing in a important thing in a programming environment, right? So next we are going to discuss about the arrays. Array and what is the relationship between pointer and array, that we are going to discuss, right? It is a contiguous memory allocation for similar data elements. It is a contiguous memory allocation for similar data type elements. Means I want to allocate memory for 10 integers. Yes, take the one integer array. I want to allocate 20 float values for my EMIs. I have a 10 EMIs I want to pay. Okay, each EMI I will pay into that one. Okay, so I'll put into the one variable. For that, what I need one float array. Right, I want to work with the two-dimensional things like x-axis, y-axis. I want to represent. Go with the another array that is called as a two-dimensional array of arrays. Okay, and next three-dimensional, n-dimensional arrays we can write. But basically, as a program, basically as a fresher, going with the three-dimensional array is great because we don't know the application, right? If you know the application, you can write. But you don't know the application, because of that only you can get the values, you can print the values, that we can do it, right? But when you are working with the other programming language like Python and all, there we have to use these mathematical concepts and all. Array is a contiguous memory allocation. Like contiguous memory allocation, each block hold one unit number, one number. Maybe it's a float, maybe it's an integer, maybe it's a character, maybe it's a string. It's not a matter. But every block hold one data item. And because of that, we are calling this one is a contiguous memory allocation. For what we, which type of element it will accept means contiguous memory allocation with the similar data type element. Similar data for similar data. Okay, how to define this is the, now I understood what is an array. Now how to define this? Okay, whenever you want to define, so you must provide a data type, next array name, next size, number of elements. Like next, every statement end with the semicolon, every statement end with the semicolon. This is normally we know that, right? Data type, array name and size. Example, I want to work with the student marks, right? Int std marks, right? Student marks, this is my requirement. How many students you have? You have a 10 students, means give the 10 number. Like what it will do is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Like 10 blocks will be allocated, and the starting address will be saved. What is the student marks? Is your variable name, right? This is the nothing but a student marks. Means it will point the first one. And what is the special thing? Okay, how to access this? How to access individual marks? Okay, that is important one, right? Your compiler giving enumeration for these memory blocks. Enumeration means it will assign the number from 0 to size minus 1, that is a 9, like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And this we called as a indexing. What is that? Indexing. Indexing, and index will be start from 0 and size minus 1. Okay, with the help of indexing I can retrieve how our rule numbers are available with you in your schools, and employee IDs are available. Same way, one unique identification number will be given. That number we called as a indexing, and explicitly no need to do that. That will be done by your compiler automatically. Okay, and with the help of this I can access. How to access means your array name student std marks square bracket 0 equal to 10 100, like, okay, you given that 100. With the help of this statement, what will happen? In a 0 place it will be placed into the 100 will be assigned. Okay, in this way this will be. Now I want to allocate like different numbers, right? Okay, student marks, this is my array name, right? Marks of 1 equal to 120, like 120 will be saved into this. In this way total data will be accessed. I want to print, so whenever I said student marks, okay, marks of 0, if I give this one, okay, it will give the marks that is 100. Directly you can print into this. Direct means individually how you accessed, how you work with the individual variable. Same way you can work with the individual element of array with the help of index value. Okay, with the help of index value we can do it. Now once it is completed, it's over. Then what is the special thing with this? That is important. We have to know how to make a pointer for array. That is also one important. When you want to work with the pointer, one pointer variable is required, that is the integer pointer and star. Okay, and pv equal to address of, where it is the starting address, std marks of 0, right? So student marks of 0, this is the 0th element, so directly it will give. Means whenever I have a block, each block have a unique address, like start from something number, and it will print. So programmatically we will see that one how it will be. Okay, file, save as. Please, if you need any programs or something like, okay, just drop your mail ID, then we'll send this document to you, right? Okay, and the next one is demo 002.c, right? It's over. This is the program I have. Now I need to write from scratch. Okay, int main is my program. Then here I need to work with the array. So how to define array? That is the data type is required, so capital letters are not allowed. Okay, int a of, what is it? My array name is a of 3. This is my variable, and next I need one pointer variable. Pointer variable is defined with the help of star pointer variable over. Now you know that pv equal to null, this is the important one. But what about a of 3? A of 3 is also default values we have. That we'll see that, right? But now I want to assign directly. I will assign a of 0 equal to like 800. It's over. A of, directly you can go with the second value. Okay, there is no important to do, like you must follow the order, like a of 1 is equal to 450. This is the values we have. Okay, now I want to print, so you can use a for loop. Okay, and for that, whenever I want to use the for loop, I have to work with the point normal variable I. Okay, I equal to 0 I am giving, not required, directly I can use here. Okay, for I equal to 0, right, semicolon, I less than, what is the size here? In a, maybe you are from Java or any programming language, you have a separate functions like finding a length of the arrays and all, but here you don't have any function. You have to get clear idea what you are writing, right? Already I said my array size is 3 bytes, 3 elements only. Okay, that is only you have to give 0 1 2 less than 3, right? You can change the condition also, by that you can put 4 or 2, or it's not a matter. Next one is I plus plus over, and this is the block for loop. Now I want to print a of 0, a of 1, a of 2, right? So printf, here I am working with the one new line. I need a new line. Okay, here, yeah, new line, right? Once it is completed, what I have to do, I have to print the a value. A value will be, it is nothing but an integer, right? So integer I am taking. So whenever I want to take the integer formatting specifier is a percentile d over, next percentile d is over, what I have to print, a of, see I value anyhow it is changing from 0 to 2 3, right? So I'll put I value, then over, then close, then semicolon. Now what it will do is it will print the values. So I'll go with the get ch. So shall I execute? Yes, if you want to execute the program, you must go to this. What is error? So statement missing. Instead of colon, instead of semicolon, I given a colon, right? Run. See that? 800, 450, 300. These are the three values we have. Now you clear idea what is an array and all, right? Before that, can I write one statement that is important, which is clear the screen? Which function I have to write? CLR, clear, SCR, clear the screen. Like, now three values I have, it is printed. Now what I want to do is I want to print with the help of pointer variable. Instead of a, I'll write a p. What will happen? Okay, before that there is no relationship between a and p value, so here I'll give pv equal to address of a of 0, pv equal to address of a of 0, means the a value will be saved into this. Okay, a address will be saved into this. Once again, shall I run? Once you want to run the application, go with this. Still you have error. What is that? Undefined symbol p. Yeah, my variable name is pv. That's nice. Okay, now same values are printed here. See that? Once again I'll run the application. Same value is printed. Any changes? Here the same value will be printed here. That was the advantage of this. Now you observe, right? This is the PV. Instead of that, what I did? So same control. Yeah, here see that what I did. Okay, now instead of this, same value we are printing. So 800, 450, 300, 300, two times I printed. It is with the help of PV. Now instead of PV, what I'll do, I'll write a my variable name A. It's also give the same output. So in this way, we concluded that pointer variable is nothing but a array variable. I can replace the pointer variable with the array name is with the pointer variable. Then I'll do one thing, address. I need address also, right? Value address is. Address, whenever I said, you must go with the percentile. You have to use a of I. Next one, I would need to print a address of, where is the address of operator? Yes, address of A of I, square bracket I. Same way here also, comma PV I. Now here also I need to print a address. So this is a percentile U. Just a moment, I'm running the application. Yeah, 800 address is 65520, 800 65520, that is a pointer variable. First one is the normal variable, next one is the pointer variable. In this way we can do, pointer variable is nothing but a array variable is nothing but a pointer variable, and this is the code for array and pointer. There is no difference between array and pointer.